Ready or not, March Madness Poetry 2015 officially begins right now. Welcome to Selection Sunday. My name is Ed DeCaria, founder of ThinkKidThink.com. It's crazy to think that just 3 years ago, this site, this event, this community, none of it existed. As we enter year 4, I continue to be amazed by the enthusiasm shown by kids, teachers, and writers for the event. It seems we're onto something with this mad little mashup of competition and creativity, and I hope that together we can continue to grow the event's reach and impact for years to come. 2015 is going to be another fantastic year. We had a record high number of new athlete applicants, which will give us a chance to hear from many rich new voices this year. We've also already had over 1,000 students, via their awesome teachers, register as official voters for the event, with hopefully several thousand more yet to come. Matchups this year will continue to be decided via our trifurcated voting system, where athletes must win 2 out of 3 of the public vote, the peer vote, and that classroom vote to advance to the next round. This format led to a lot of excitement and great discussion last year, so we'll double down in 2015 in hopes of more of the same. Now, let's talk about the tournament itself. A quick overview for those unfamiliar with how March Madness brackets work. The tournament is organized into 4 regions of 16 athletes each. The regions are named for 4 characteristics that I try to promote in developing kids: humor, empathy, logic, and passion. Within each region, each poet is assigned a numbered seed from 1 through 16. These seeds are assigned completely randomly. Literally, the entire process takes 5 seconds, and do not reflect the skills or credentials of the athletes in any way. Instead, the seeds represent the level of difficulty of the word that each poet will be assigned throughout the first 4 rounds of the tournament. The higher the number, the harder the word will be to incorporate into a kid-appropriate poem, as shown in this handy chart that we created a few years back, which is still featured prominently on the site. And even though some of the higher seed words seem impossible, as our athletes continue to prove every year, nothing is impossible, not even using words like ersatz, pseudonymous, or milquetoast in poems intended for kids. Okay, we're about to unveil the brackets. But as in past years, I want to take a second to thank those who ventured to apply for this year's tournament, but who, for almost purely mathematical reasons, have not been selected as athletes. This year, even more so than the past years, there were just too many good applicants who wanted in. I strongly encourage everyone who didn't make it to apply again next year. I have no doubt that you would all make fine competitors in this event. I'll try to speak for all of you when I say to the athletes who did make it, write good. With that, let's head to the brackets and introduce the March Madness Poetry 2015 athletes. As always, we'll start with the first round matchups in the humor region. 1 seed Stephanie Selkin versus 16 seed Karen G. Jordan. Sorry, Karen. 8 seed Andrea Warmflash Rosenbaum versus 9 seed Darren Sardelli. 5 seed Lillian Pluta versus 12 seed Deborah Holt Williams. 4 seed Buffy Silverman versus 13 seed Marla Lesage. 6 seed Kelly Ramstel Feynman versus 11 seed Margot Lemieux. 3 seed Daniel Kane versus 14 seed Jenny Lazo. 7 seed Kristen Foote versus 10 seed Melissa Bouls. 2 seed Linda Armstrong versus 15 seed Deborah Schumacher. Now, over to the empathy bracket. 1 seed Katherine Harrison versus 16 seed Vikram Madan. Sorry, Vikram. 8 seed Michelle Heidenrich Barnes versus 9 seed Marcus Ewert. 5 seed Nessa Morris versus 12 seed Trisha Storr Hunt. 4 seed Shanda Trent versus 13 seed Randy Sonnenschein. 6 seed Susie Levinson versus 11 seed Julie Krantz. 3 seed R.J. Clarkin versus 14 seed Elizabeth Scarpelli. 7 seed Michelle Kruger versus 10 seed Lori Degman. And 2 seed Damon Dean versus 15 seed Cynthia Cotton. Now, down and back over to the logic bracket. We've got 1 seed Maureen Linus versus 16 seed Jackie Sewell. Sorry, Jackie. 8 seed Rebecca Heft versus 9 seed Matt Forrest Essenwein. 5 seed John Christensen versus 12 seed Angie Karcher. 4 seed Carol Samuelson Woodson versus 13 seed Charles Waters. 6 seed Joseph Miller versus 11 seed Renee Latalipe. 3 seed Donna Smith versus 14 seed Kiri E.B. Black. 7th seed Abigail Marble versus 10 seed Colleen Murphy. And 2 seed Ryan Stockton versus 15 seed Philip Van Wagner. And finally, over to the Passion bracket. We have 1 seed Beth Rayner versus 16 seed Amy Moore. Sorry, Amy. 8 seed Margaret Simon versus 9 seed Tiffany Strelitz-Haber. 5 seed Susan Blackaby versus 12 seed E. Kristen Anderson. 4 seed Felicia Sanzari Chernesky versus 13 seed Jackie Hosking. 6 seed Anne McGee versus 11 seed J.J. Close. 3 seed Helen Kemp-Zaks versus 14 seed Susie Sawyer. 7 seed Amelia Shearer versus 10 seed Robert Schechter. And finally, 2 seed Patty Richards versus 15 seed Carissa Minna. And that's the entire lot. Congratulations and welcome to our 64 March Madness Poetry 2015 athletes. Whoever among you is still standing after 6 rounds of prompted Poetry Madness will be awarded 1 year-ish possession of the super awesome and super glued Thinkier trophy, and together all 64 of you will contribute 126 new kids' poems to the world in just 24 days, which makes you all winners. Good luck to everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Lots more to come on a near daily basis at thinkkidthink.com over the next 2 weeks. Check the calendar for details, and athletes, check your inboxes tomorrow for next steps. The whole thing starts Sunday, March 8th, and spirals out of control from there. In the meantime, I'll ask that you please invite every teacher you know to visit the classroom registration page and encourage them to sign up their kids for an unbeatable in-class experience this March. Enjoy the madness.